Today is the day. Mr. Krabs will open a new branch today.
Meow.
Oh, good morning, Gary. Is Squidward awake?
SpongeBob!
Oh, hey Patrick, don't forget to visit the new branch later.
Yes, see you there.
Oh, Squidward, are you there? How is it?
We're experiencing some trouble here, so Pearl is suggesting something for the counter. She thinks we need to peer-to-peer connection for our orders for us to have a convenient sharing of files. So go to Sandy and get some crossover cable and bring Sandy here to perform the peer-to-peer connection using crossover.
I'm on my way already. Okay, copy.
Oh, SpongeBob!
Sandy, today is the opening of the new branch of the Krusty Krab.
Yeah.
No, I need a crossover cable. And I need you to perform the peer-to-peer connection for the counter.
Okay. I'll perform peer-to-peer connection right away.
Okay, I'll be there in any minute. Let's go, Sandy. We need to hurry. Let's go.
SpongeBob, you only have 2 hours before the opening.
Oh, we're here. What happened? Why do we need a peer-to-peer connection?
Through peer-to-peer connection, it will be easy to manage connections, especially in taking our orders, because my dad, Squidward, and SpongeBob will have the access, so it will be convenient.
I get your point. Okay. We will perform peer-to-peer connection now.
I'm here, my dear SpongeBob.
Shush, be quiet. You're busy.
What are they doing?
Performing peer-to-peer connection.
Oh, I know that.
So here are the 2 counters, the counter 1, the counter 2, and a crossover cable. Sadly, both of them don't have an Ethernet cable port, so meaning bye-bye. So what we're going to do is, instead of using a crossover cable for peer-to-peer connection, what we're going to do is a wireless peer-to-peer connection. What does it mean? Wireless peer-to-peer connection is using, instead of using a cable, what we're going to use is a Wi-Fi or a mobile hotspot. So the first thing you need to do,
Dynamic to static.
Do you mean change the IP address from dynamic to static?
So, the first thing you need to do for that is simply change the dynamic IP address to static IP address. So let's begin. The first one is first on the first counter. Able to do that is simply hit the Windows plus R or simply search the run in the search box. Then, after that, type ncpa.cpl. So, in network connection window, select the adapter or the Wi-Fi that the both counter are connected with. Right-click the adapter, then choose the properties. In properties window, select the Internet Protocol version 4 or TCP IPv4. Then select the properties. In this window, you'll see different options. What you're going to choose is use the following IP address and use the DNS server addresses. Once you chose that, type your IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway that corresponds to your network, and same with the preferred and alternate DNS server. Hi! A quick tip from Sandy. If you want to know your IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, and same with your alternate and preferred DNS server, what you're going to do is simply hit the Window plus R button, then simply type CMD here in the run window. And then, after you hit the CMD in the run window, a window like this will appear that is called the command prompt window. And here, if you want to check your IP address, subnet mask, and default gateway, what you're going to type here is ipconfig. While for the DNS servers, what you're going to type is ipconfig/all. And that's a quick tip from Sandy. Bye-bye! After that, select the OK and close the network connection window. And that's how you change the dynamic IP address to the static IP address. That will be the first step for peer-to-peer connection.
I think the next thing to do is share the folder or the drive you want.
change, it's now time to select the folder or drive that you want to share. So go to your folder, then select Properties, then click the Share tab, then
Advanced sharing.
yes, once you are in the Advanced Sharing menu, click the Share this folder, then Permissions, then the last step is click the full control, then Apply, then OK. And that's how you share the folder in peer-to-peer connections. That is the step on the first counter. So let's go on the second counter. And here in the second counter, we'll also do the same process that we did in the first counter, from writing the ncpa.cpl up until to the typing of alternate DNS servers. However, we will not do the sharing of file here in the second counter. Instead, we're going to access the file that's being shared from the counter 1 to the counter 2. So let's start. Hit the window plus R, type the ncpa.cpl, then in the network connection window, choose the adapter, then Properties, then select the Internet Protocol version TCP IPv4, then Properties again, then use the following IP address and DNS server addresses, then type the IP address again. But here, you'll also type the IP addresses, subnet mask default gateway that we type in the first counter because it is a peer-to-peer connection. What you type here is will also type here. So type the same thing, then OK. So now let's check and access the folder that's being shared. So let's go to Network. And in Network, if you see the name of the first counter in the network, that means that the peer-to-peer connection is success. So if you see the name, click it. Then in that window, you'll see the file or the drive that's being shared. And once that, you can now access the folder that's being shared from the counter 1. So that's how the peer-to-peer connection works.
And I think we have the peer-to-peer connection!
We have our peer-to-peer connection in the new branch of Krusty Krab. It's for the convenient sharing of files. Ta-da!
Give my burger now.
Wait, we are not open yet.
What's your order?
Cool, I got their order. Here's your Krabby Patty.
And welcome to the new branch of Krusty Krab. I forgot my glass. How can I bring in this water?